All right, I'm just going to say it. There are certain things people buy at the grocery store every single week that make absolutely zero financial sense. And I'm not talking about the occasional splurge or the fancy ice cream you treat yourself to on a Friday night. I'm talking about products on regular store shelves that are specifically engineered to look like a good deal while quietly draining your bank account every time you reach for them. And here's the thing. Most people buying these items aren't dumb. They're just uninformed. They were never told. Nobody sat them down and said, "Hey, look at what you're actually paying for here." In this video, I'm counting down 12 grocery items that no financially savvy shopper should ever put in their cart. And for each one, I'm going to tell you exactly what to buy instead. We're going from number 12 all the way down to number 1. Trust me, you want to stay until the end. Let's go. Item number 12, flavored instant oatmeal packets. Kicking off the list at number 12, those little flavored instant oatmeal packets. You know the ones. Quaker maple brown sugar, apple cinnamon, strawberries, and cream. They come in a colorful box with 10 or 12 little packets inside, and they feel like a convenient, healthy breakfast option. And hey, oatmeal is healthy, right? Sure, but these packets? These are one of the greatest grocery store markups you'll ever encounter. A box of 12 flavored instant oatmeal packets typically runs about $4.50 to $6. That works out to roughly 40 to 50 cents per packet, for about a third of a cup of oats, some powdered flavoring, a heap of added sugar, and a foil wrapper. Meanwhile, a 42-ounce canister of plain old-fashioned rolled oats, the big cylindrical Quaker container you've seen your whole life, costs about $4 to $5 and contains roughly 30 servings. That's about 15 cents per serving. Same company, same oats, a fraction of the price. The flavoring in those packets is mostly sugar and artificial flavoring that you can replicate at home with a teaspoon of brown sugar, a dash of cinnamon, and a handful of raisins. Make the switch, save over $100 a year on breakfast alone, and cut your added sugar intake at the same time. Item number 11. Bottled salad dressing. Number 11. Bottled salad dressing. I know we're all busy. I know it's easy to grab a bottle of ranch or Italian off the shelf, but let's have an honest conversation about what is actually inside that bottle. Flip it over and read the ingredients on a standard store-bought ranch or Italian dressing. You'll find water, soybean oil, high fructose corn syrup, modified food starch, artificial flavors, preservatives, and a chemistry set of stabilizers. All designed to give the dressing an 18-month shelf life so it can sit in a warehouse before it ever reaches your cart. A standard bottle runs $3 to $5. You use it a few times and either finish it or forget about it and throw it out. A simple, homemade vinaigrette, 3 tablespoons of olive oil, 1 tablespoon of red wine vinegar, a pinch of salt, black pepper, a little Dijon mustard, and a tiny bit of honey. Costs less than 25 cents to make, takes 60 seconds to shake together in a jar, and tastes 100 times better. A homemade ranch using mayo, a splash of buttermilk, garlic powder, onion powder, and dill, under 50 cents a batch. Once you start making your own dressings, the bottled stuff tastes like a chemistry experiment. Your salads will taste better, your wallet will be happier, and you'll know exactly what you're putting in your body. Item number 10. Pre-made protein shakes and smoothies. At number 10, we have pre-made protein shakes and ready-to-drink smoothies, the kind you find in the refrigerated section or next to the checkout. Premier Protein, Ensure, Naked Juice, Bolthouse Farms, those little Odwalla bottles. The marketing on these products is phenomenal. They look healthy. They feel like a smart, on-the-go choice. And they are some of the most aggressively overpriced items in the entire store. A single, ready-to-drink protein shake runs $2.50 to $4. A single cold-pressed smoothie bottle, $4 to $7. If you're having one of these per day as part of your routine, that's $75 to $150 per month, $900 to $1,800 per year, on a product that you can replicate at home for a fraction of the cost. A container of quality whey or plant-based protein powder runs $25 to $40 and contains 30 to 40 servings. That's about 75 cents to $1 per shake. Blend it with a banana, some frozen berries, a handful of spinach you'll never taste, and some milk or almond milk. Total cost per serving, maybe $1.25 to $1.75. And you have a fresher, more nutritious, better tasting shake for a third of the price. A basic blender costs $30 to $50 and pays for itself in about 2 weeks of skipping the pre-made bottles. Item number 9. Individually wrapped snack packs. Number 9. Individually wrapped. 100-calorie snack packs and portion control bags. Oreo Thins in a little bag. Goldfish in a tiny pouch. Chips Ahoy in a 2-cookie sleeve. These products were invented by food companies not out of health consciousness, but out of an insight that people will pay a stunning premium for portion control that they could achieve themselves with a Ziploc bag and basic self-discipline. Here's what the numbers look like. A box of 6 individual 100-calorie snack packs costs about $3.50 to $5. The regular full-size version of the exact same product, same cookie, same cracker, same chip, costs $3 to $4 and contains 3 to 4 times as much food. You are paying a premium of 200 to 300% per ounce for someone to pre-portion your snacks into a smaller bag with a calorie count printed on it. Buy the full-size product. Spend 2 minutes dividing it into your own small bags or reusable containers at home and pocket the difference. Over the course of a year for a household that buys snack packs regularly, this swap can easily save $300 to $500. The food is identical. The bag is not worth the price. Item number 8. Bottled sparkling water, fancy brand. Number 8. Premium branded sparkling water. LaCroix Spindrift, Perrier Bubbly, San Pellegrino. The sparkling water market in the United States has exploded over the past decade, and with it has come a remarkable willingness by consumers to pay extraordinary prices for what is, at its core, water with bubbles and a vague fruit scent. A 12-pack of canned sparkling water from a popular brand runs $6 to $10. A 4-pack of glass-bottled Perrier or San Pellegrino, $5 to $8. If you love sparkling water, and I understand it's genuinely refreshing, the smart move is a SodaStream or a similar home carbonation system. The machine itself costs $60 to $100 upfront, and a CO2 cylinder lasts through roughly 60 liters of sparkling water before needing a $15 to $20 refill. That works out to roughly 25 to 35 cents per liter of sparkling water made at home compared to $1 to $1.50 per liter for the canned or bottled brand name stuff. If you drink 1 liter of sparkling water per day, a SodaStream pays for itself in about 4 months and saves you $200 to $400 per year going forward, every single year, and you never run out mid-meal. Item number 7. Store-bought guacamole and hummus. Number 7. Store-bought guacamole and hummus tubs. Both of these products have become staple snacks in American homes over the last decade, and both of them carry markups that are almost comical when you understand how simple they are to make. A 10-ounce tub of brand-name guacamole, Holy Guacamole, Sabra, or a store brand, runs $4 to $6. A 10-ounce tub of hummus, $3.50 to $5.50. These are products made from cheap, widely available ingredients that require 5 minutes and a fork or food processor to produce at home. Guacamole is literally avocados, lime juice, salt, cilantro, and onion. That's it. 2 ripe avocados. Plus, those basic ingredients will make you more guacamole than you'd get in a store tub, taste noticeably fresher, and cost about $2 total when avocados are in season. Hummus is canned chickpeas, tahini, lemon juice, garlic, olive oil, and salt. Blend it together. Done. A full batch of homemade hummus costs about $1.50 to $2 using pantry staples and a can of chickpeas, and it tastes significantly better than the processed tub version that's been sitting in a refrigerated truck for 3 days. Make these at home. It takes less time than driving to the store. Item number 6. Pre-made frozen meals. Single serve. Number 6. Single serve frozen meals. Lean Cuisine, Healthy Choice, Amy's, Stuffers. Those little microwavable pasta and rice bowls that line entire aisles of the freezer section. These have become a staple for busy people who want a quick lunch or a fast dinner without the effort of cooking. And the convenience is real, but the cost-to-value ratio on these products is genuinely terrible, and most people don't realize it because they're comparing the wrong things. A single-serve frozen meal costs $3 to $6. It contains 1 serving. The portions are notoriously small, Most people eat one and are still hungry. So the real cost is often $6 to $10 for a filling meal once you add a second item. Meanwhile, if you batch cook at home, even just once or twice a week, you can prepare a full pot of rice and beans, a big pan of pasta with marinara and vegetables, a large batch of chicken and roasted vegetables, or a slow cooker stew for $10 to $15 total and get 6 to 8 servings out of it. That's $1.50 to $2.50 per serving compared to $4 to $6. Portion it into individual containers and freeze it yourself. You've essentially made your own frozen meal line. Fresher ingredients, better flavor, no preservatives, and a fraction of the cost. Meal prepping 2 hours on a weekend can save a household of over $1,000 per year in frozen meal. Spending. Item number 5. Gourmet flavored coffee creamers. Number 5. Gourmet flavored coffee creamers. The Coffee Mate seasonal flavors. International Delight. The Dunkin' branded bottles. The oat milk creamers in the pretty cartons. Walk into any grocery store dairy section and there is an entire wall, sometimes 8 to 10 linear feet, dedicated to flavored coffee creamers. Americans have developed a passionate, expensive relationship with what is essentially flavored corn syrup with a little bit of dairy or dairy substitute in it. A 32-ounce bottle of premium flavored creamer runs $4 to $6 and lasts maybe 2 weeks for a regular coffee drinker who uses a generous pour. That's $8 to $12 per month, $96 to $144 per year, just on creamer. The ingredients: water, sugar, vegetable oil, sodium caseinate, and artificial flavoring. Here's a better way. Buy a small carton of heavy cream or half and half, about $2.50 to $3.50, and make your own flavored creamer by combining it with a tablespoon of maple syrup, vanilla extract, or a cinnamon stick steeped in warm cream. The result is richer, more flavorful, contains real ingredients, and costs about half the price. Or simply switch to a splash of half and half and let your coffee taste like coffee. Either way, you're saving money and drinking something better. Item number 4. Pre-seasoned rice and grain packets. At number 4, those pre-seasoned rice, quinoa, and grain packets. Uncle Ben's Ready Rice, the Bird's Eye steamable grain pouches, the Seeds of Change microwavable rice packets, the Knorr rice sides. These products are absolutely everywhere, and they are one of the most efficient ways to spend 3 to 4 times more money on a staple ingredient than you need to. A single pre-seasoned rice packet or microwavable pouch runs $2 to $4 and contains 2 servings. That's $1 to $2 per serving of rice. A 5-pound bag of plain long-grain white rice costs $4 to $6 and contains roughly 60 servings. That's about 7 to 10 cents per serving. A 2-pound bag of quinoa runs $6 to $8 and contains around 20 servings, about 30 to 40 cents per serving. The seasoning in those pre-made packets is salt, dehydrated onion, garlic powder, and a few other pantry staples you almost certainly already own. Cook your own rice or quinoa. It takes 15 minutes on the stovetop and about 2 minutes of actual active effort. And season it yourself. Buy a rice cooker for $20 to $30 if you want a foolproof, set it and forget it method. The savings on this item alone, for a family that eats rice or grains regularly, can be $200 to $400 per year. Item number 3. Grocery store pre-cut fruit and vegetables. Number 3. And this is one of the biggest per-pound markups in the entire store. Pre-cut, pre-washed, and pre-packaged fresh fruit and vegetables. The clear plastic containers of cubed watermelon, the little trays of broccoli florets, the bags of spiralized zucchini, the pre-sliced mushrooms, the peeled and cut butternut, squash, the fresh-cut fruit bowls, all of it. Every single tray and container is priced at a premium that should genuinely make your eyes water once you do the math. A small plastic container of pre-cut watermelon, maybe 2 cups worth, runs $4 to $6 at most stores. A whole watermelon, depending on the season and your region, costs $5 to $8 and contains 15 to 20 cups of fruit. You are paying 4 to 6 times more per cup for the privilege of not cutting a watermelon. Pre-cut broccoli florets in a bag cost about $3.50 to $4.50 for 12 ounces. A whole head of broccoli costs $1.50 to $2 for the same yield and takes 90 seconds to break apart. Spiralized zucchini, $3 to $4 for a small bag. 2 whole zucchinis cost about $1.50 and a $10 spiralizer handles it in 30 seconds. The markup on pre-cut produce ranges from 100 to 400% depending on the item. Over the course of a year, a household that regularly buys pre-cut produce could be spending $500 to $800 more than they need to. Buy whole, cut at home. The savings are enormous. Item number 2. Single-serve instant noodle cups. Premium brands. Number 2 on our list. And this one might surprise you because it seems cheap on the surface. Premium single-serve instant noodle cups. Not the 25-cent ramen bricks from your college days. I'm talking about the Annie Chun's noodle bowls, the Nissan Rauch premium cups, the Maruchan Yakisoba premium variety, the Thai Kitchen instant noodle boxes. These are positioned as a step up from basic ramen, and they're priced at $2.50 to $4.50 per cup. A single meal, one serving, eaten from a paper or styrofoam container and thrown away. The issue isn't that these taste bad. Some of them taste great. The issue is what you could make at home for the same money or less, with dramatically better nutrition and quantity. A pound of rice noodles or soba noodles costs $2 to $3 and contains 8 servings. A carton of low-sodium chicken or vegetable broth is about $2.50 for 4 cups. Soy sauce, sesame oil, ginger, and garlic are pantry staples that cost pennies per use. A simple homemade noodle soup, noodles, broth, a soft-boiled egg, whatever vegetables you have in the fridge, a splash of soy sauce and sesame oil, takes 10 to 12 minutes, costs $1 to $2 per serving, tastes dramatically better, and gives you twice the volume of food. If you eat these premium cups twice a week and switch to homemade, you save $200 to $400 per year and eat significantly better. Item number 1. Single-use K-Cup coffee pods. And here it is. Number 1. The single most financially irrational product that millions of Americans purchase every single week without a second thought. Coffee pods, K-Cups, Nespresso capsules, the little pod-based coffee ecosystem that has convinced an entire country to pay more per cup of coffee at home than they would at a diner. And in many cases, more than they'd pay at a mid-range cafe. Let's run the numbers because this is where it gets truly staggering. A box of 18 name-brand K-Cups, Green Mountain, Starbucks, Dunkin', Pete's, take your pick, runs $12 to $18 at most grocery stores. That's 67 cents to a full dollar per cup of coffee. Per cup. Brewed at home, on a machine you own, with your own electricity and your own water. That is the price of a cup of diner coffee, except the diner has a human being making it for you and there's a place to sit. Makes exceptional coffee and works until you break it. A simple drip coffee maker is $20 to $40 and produces the same result as a Keurig at 1/3 the per cup cost. And that is your complete countdown. 12 grocery items that only dumb people keep buying without doing the math. I want to hear from you in the comments. Which one of these hit hardest? Was it the coffee pods? The pre-cut produce markup? Drop it below. I read every comment and I genuinely want to know. If this video opened your eyes, hit that thumbs up button. It makes a huge difference for the channel, and it helps this information reach more people who need it. And if you are not yet subscribed to Frugal Living, do it right now. We drop new videos every week packed with real, practical, no-nonsense money-saving content designed for people who work hard for their money and want to keep more of it. Subscribe, hit the bell, and I'll see you in the next one. Spend smart, live better.